Hey guys, I'm back with another character breakdown, and this time we're going to be examining Ryu, one of the basic characters in this game, but he's got a lot of surprising depth. So if you haven't watched these videos before, the purpose of these videos is to break down every character's moves and their specials, even the V triggers and V reversals and V skill, to give you an idea of what the character is capable of and what their potential is, and then help you figure out what buttons are the best ones to press in certain situations. So if you're a new player and you're trying to pick this character up, then this is the kind of video that's just for you. And even if you don't play this character and you want to exploit their weaknesses, then you can learn a lot from this video too. Alright, so let's start off with his standing jab, light punch. Alright, so this move is a 3-frame jab. It's pretty important because that's as fast as normals go, and it helps you escape certain things that other characters can't. Characters that don't have 3-frame jabs. So, for example, Laurel's command grab setup, or Ryu's double medium frame trap. You know, it's a very useful tool. I'm going to be demonstrating the power of a 3-frame jab in a different video, but it's just to let you know. It is special cancelable. It hits crouching characters. Hits crouching characters, combos into itself, and a common theme with jabs in this game and future tutorials and breakdowns is that it helps you set up set up tech grabs and crush counters. Oops, that wasn't a crush counter, but this, and that whiffed over a crouching character. And also stuff out cross-up attempts. So for example, if you just happen to be dashing at the same time, if you have to be dashing at the same time as someone is jumping forward to try to cross up with you, don't wait for them to fall down. Don't wait for them to fall down. Hit them out of the air, cross under, and do whatever you want. So that's how you use jabs in this game. That's how you use jabs in most other fighting games too. But just to let you know, I'll give you a better idea, because I did mention that in a Ken tutorial, but I didn't demonstrate it. But now you know. Alright, so standing medium punch. So this hands down one of the best normals in this game. First of all, it combos into everything. Crouching hard punch. It combos into itself. Oops, there we go. Combos into itself. Combos into crouching medium. And crouching medium kick. And it's special cancelable. Come on. There we go. Alright. Also, it hits crouching characters. The range is really far, so you can combo it from probably about like this distance. Whoops. You can combo it from really far. And it's so easy. I mean, you don't even need to press a direction or anything like that. You just hit it twice, and then it gives you more than enough time to hit confirm into anything you want. And also, it leads to his target combo, making it even better hit confirm than most other normals in this game. And yeah, I think I mentioned the reach is really good, right? Yeah, so you can sort of harass this with your opponent by walking forward and consistently doing this. One thing to keep in mind though is that he does have a forward medium punch overhead. So your execution and your ability to put your direction in neutral is really important if you want to advance forward with Ryu by using this button. If you want to pick up Ryu, you gotta learn how to do that. You gotta learn how to avoid getting the overhead. Alright. So next up is hard punch. I'm not gonna really say much about this. It's not that great. There's a better crush counter in this game. And for this crush counter, it launches them, so you're not gonna really get anything out of it other than something like that. And also, he does do this little pose at the end, but that's not part of his recovery frame. That's just an animation at the end. You don't have to be stuck in it. So you don't have to do any, like, you're not stuck in this little pose here. You can just move out of it. It's kind of like Vega's, after he does a critical art, he does a bow. So that's part of his animation. It's not part of his recovery or anything. He doesn't have to do the bow. Alright. So yeah, nothing much about his crush counter, other than maybe it has a little bit. It does have a little bit more range than his standing medium punch. But yeah, there are better normals to use in this game, so just forget about this one. You could somewhat anti-air with it, but again, there's better anti-air tools that Ryu has. Let's move on to his kicks. Standing light kick. So this is a good poke. It's just like Ken's standing light kick, a little bit different. It is slightly negative, more negative than Ken's, but you know the purpose is pretty much about the same. You want to poke your kick, use it to poke the other opponent slightly out of range of the normals where they can't counter poke you. For example, maybe a crush counter setup. It's really up to you, but don't try to tick grab with it because you're gonna get beaten out by something. Also, it's special cancelable, and you could use this as a combo ender for certain normals. For example, this. Oops. Oh god dang. There we go. And standing hard kick. There we go. Alright. So yeah, that's just about it for a standing light kick. It doesn't hit low, in case you're wondering. It does not hit low. Alright. What else? So standing medium kick. So this is actually an amazing poke, just like it was in Street Fighter V, because it's a Sobot style hitbox, meaning that he lifts one leg in the air while kicking with the other one, and it sort of goes over lows in a way. Not all of them, but it helps go over lows. If a character's crouching and trying to poke you, this helps you beat them out. And it reaches really far, which is pretty important in this game where a lot of characters have stubby normals. And it is a good sort of poking tool to sort of figure out what your opponent is trying to do, or you know, I don't know, whatever. It's just a good poke in general. Alright. Next up we have standing hard kick. Now this is a pretty amazing normal. It is another one of his crush counter, his better crush counter. On the ground, you can combo into anything. Also moves him forward, so if you do get a crush counter, it makes it very easy for you to convert. You don't have to worry about the distance in which you use this normal. Okay, well that's too far, but you see what I mean. It's an amazing anti-air as well, so let me demonstrate that. Let's see, where's the dummy options? There we go. Oops. Yeah, it's an amazing anti-air. The hitbox is pretty great, slightly above him, and if you get a crush counter in the air, you can do a lot of things afterwards. So let me show that. Oops, my bad. Alright, so let's have him set to jumping, turn on counter. So after a crush counter, hard kick, you can do a lot of things. You pretty much get a juggler. You can do whatever you want. You can do a fireball, you can do a shoryuken, you can do a super, you can do another normal. It's whatever you want. So if you find your opponent jumping in carelessly, or if you find them neutral jumping to try to maybe avoid a tip grab of yours, hit them with a standing hard kick and then convert afterwards. Alright. And also, if for some reason you somehow hit them and it's not a crush counter, you can still combo afterwards, as I demonstrated before with his light kick. Yeah, and for crush counter conversions, I'm going to show you what the best ones to do when I go over the combo portion of this video. But for now, let's just move on to his crouching normals. So, crouching jab is pretty much the same as his standing jab, but 1 frame slower. It combos into other lights. Combos from the crouching short, and yeah, but I feel like it's just better to use standing light punch. Alright, so crouching medium punch, it reaches a little further than standing medium punch. There we go. Reaches a little further. It is positive too, so you can use it as a frame trap. I'm not gonna really demonstrate that, you just have to take my word for it. But it doesn't combo into anything, you just special cancel it. So you want to use this if, let's say, you hit them with a standing medium, but you're afraid that another standing medium is not going to reach. In that case, you use crouching medium punch. Well, that didn't combo, but you get my point. All right, so next up we have crouching hard punch, and let me go over that in part 2. So let me cut this.